Hello, good morning. I'm Andrea Kalubak and I'm going to discuss about how much do you as credit card borrower pay. This topic includes annual percentage rate or APR, microedit borrowers, and ecosystem of intermediaries. Americans owe about $700 billion on their credit cards. Like much microedit, credit card loans are generally unsecured, not backed up by some asset. The bank can come repossess if a borrower fails to repay. What are few consequences if U.S. credit card borrower fail to repay? In U.S., if the borrowers fail to repay their credit card loans, the bank might take back their credit card. And also based on my research, here are some consequences if the borrowers in America fails to repay their loans in microedit or credit card loans. If you don't pay your credit card bill, expect to pay late fees, receive increased interest rates, and incur damages to your credit score. If you continue to miss payments, your card can be frozen, your debt could be sold to a collection agency, and collector of your debt could sue you and have your wages garnished. After one missed payment, you will be charged a late payment fee up to $40. But first, let us know kung ano nga ba ang microedit borrowers. What is microedit borrower? The microedit borrowers tend to be the low-income individuals. Sila yung mga may maliliit na salaries na may tsansang makahiram sa mga microfinances. And now, what is annual percentage rate or APR? The term annual percentage rate or APR refers to the annual rate or interest charged to borrowers and paid to investors. Ito yung mga nadadagdagan na interest rate sa mga umuutang or sa mga borrowers. And next is APR, APR of American. Ang average median US credit card user pays 14%. Inflation in the US was about 1.5%, so the inflation adjusted real rate Americans paid on credit cards average about 12.5%. While ang average ng mga microedit borrowers or the low-income individuals or sa 100 poor countries paid 14.5%. Mas mataas ng 2 percentage kumpara sa mga Americans. Ibig sabihin lang nun, mas mataas yung binabayaran ng interest rate ng mga microedit borrowers kesa sa mga US credit card users. Actually, sa South Asian markets, where most of the largest microfinances operate, the microedit real interest rates there in 2013 average only 12.9%. Close lang sa mga Americans na nagbabayad ng 12.5% rate. Actually, sa South Asian markets, where most of the largest microfinances operate, the microedit real interest rates there in 2013 average only 12.9%. Close lang sa mga Americans na nagbabayad ng 12.5% rate. And unfortunately, may mga mas mataas pa mag-rate na nag-exist sa mga microedit. Katulad na lamang sa Mexico, they have high interest rate that continue to hover near 60% to 70%, and that's called Mexico bomb. The vast majority of borrowers paying those high rates are in for-profit of microfinances, many in Mexico. Interest rate in Mexican microedit market continue to hover near 60% to 70%. Sa Mexico, may isang bangko doon na sobrang taas ng interest, and that's called Comportamos Banco. Comportamos charges very high interest rates, yet those rates are among lower rates in their market. Because Comportamos transformed into a regulated bank, the government's banking regulators now scrutinize, offering some resistance to price gouging. And isa din sa dahilan ng interest rate ang commercialization. In summary, commercialization effect on interest rates is dependent on effective regulation and market competitiveness. Effective regulatory oversight promotes norms of pricing transparency, fiscal discipline, and customer protection that institution must legally flow, which when coupled with competitive pressures can help drive managerial decisions and corporate strategies towards low prices for clients. When on microfinance, becomes a regulated commercial bank responsible to both shareholders and to regulators, its for-profit mandate coupled with a social mission improves incentives for better managed, more responsible, more impactful institution. And the last one is the ecosystem of intermediaries, a whole ecosystem of financial intermediaries and information providers. Microfinance's evolution from a fledgling, donor dependent industry to a fully incorporated component of the global financial system involved global banking institutions and investment funds, as well as organizations that provide various information and related professional services for the industry. That ecosystem emergence has been a second key phase of the commercialization story. Thanks to this ecosystem, the industry worldwide now has substantially more funding from private investors than from government or charity resources. That's all. Thank you for listening, and this will be continued by Rodeline Ulay.